Every time someone says thank you, they are trained to say my pleasure. And I just want to get to a point where we have things within our business that are automatic, things within our business that are just built on the culture, built on the training, built on the identity of who is a Play Black Wall Street team member. So one of the things is we show up on time and prepared every time to everything. We got two more. We'll tell you all about those later. Over 50% of Black Americans are unmarried, and only 2% of Black families in America have a net worth over $1 million.
We are on our journey to not only join that 2%, but grow that 2%.
Facts. I'm Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, with my beautiful co-host.
I'm Sinclair, aka the Health Nerd. You can go to our website at them4show.com, our Instagram at them4show, and our YouTube channel at Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making.
And welcome to the M4 Show.
So I think another sign that you need a business retreat, your business needs a reset, is your employees either not performing or the employee performance just slipping.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign that there's likely a disconnect between your goals and the performance. Again, that input and kind of output, there's a disconnect there where folks are not, they're not feeling the same vigor or the same excitement to, get their job done. We need to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, that's good. And I think we've definitely seen those signs in some of our team members, whether it's showing up late, whether it's not showing up to sessions at all, whether it's we just feel like they're not engaged in meetings. And at the end of the day, I think it's our responsibility, and I'll put it on me. I think it's my responsibility to keep people motivated and keep people engaged in the brand, in the company. So while it's like, yes, it's like what's going on with you on your side, it's also time for us to be like, well, what are we doing to where they feel like it's okay to be late? What are we doing or not doing to where they feel like they don't need to be engaged in the team meetings? And how can we, as leaders in the company, really be intentional about how we're showing up and the structure of our training, our onboarding, and what meetings look like? So during our retreat, we're working with the consultant to figure out what's our onboarding process. The queen is going to be outlining, okay, how do we now take this onboarding process that used to be in just kind of emails and text messages, and how do we put this into an actual system, some videos, some downloadable resources and all that, so it just feels more official, right? And I think the more professional and official that we can feel while still having like the mom and pop feel, or still having that familial attitude in it, but still having the structure of a Fortune 500 business, because that's how we want to operate. So yeah, I'm excited about just how we're kind of just rethinking the onboarding process and definitely taking it to the next level. I'm excited about like the key characteristics that we've created for our core ideology. Our mission, I feel like itself, is going to add more energy and direction to our employees, to our team. Our critical actions are very specific. One specifically, what I want to talk about? Look, we're going to get right back into the amazing podcast. But if you didn't know, in 2017, we created Black Wall Street, the board game, because we thought more families needed to know about the history of Tulsa Black Wall Street. More families needed to know about the legacy of Black excellence left behind of Tulsa Black Wall Street, that we can own a Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Salon. We can have a Booker T. Washington High School. We can have an Uncle Steve's Barbecue. We can have a Renaissance man like Simon Berry, who had his own taxi service and bus service that got bought out by the city of Tulsa. We have brilliance in our DNA. We wanted to make sure that your family can play a game that teaches them about this brilliance. So we have Black Wall Street, the board game, right here. We had the first edition available in 2017. That got sold out. We're on the second edition right now, or you can get the beautiful masterpiece version of the game as well. It's up to you. Head to playblackwallstreet.com and get yourself Black Wall Street, the board game, to empower you, your family, and generations to come. Playblackwallstreet.com. Let's get back to the episode. We arrive on
On
time
time.
and prepared every time to everything.
I'm still learning it, y'all, and learning to do it.
It's only a couple days old. I understand.
Right.
It'll take some time. But I think, having these core things, the fact that when you go to Chick-fil-A and you say thank you, every single time, most likely without fail, they say what?
My pleasure.
My pleasure, right? That's a part of their core ideology and critical actions. Every time someone says thank you, they are trained to say my pleasure. And I just want to get to a point where we have things within our business that are automatic, things within our business that are just built on the culture, built on the training, built on the identity of who is a Play Black Wall Street team member. So one of the things is we show up on time and prepared every time to everything. We got two more. We'll tell you all about those later. But your thoughts on that, Queen? Like the team, whether it's us or other folks not performing and that needing a retreat.
I just think it is it's like when we think about, like, if you've heard the term leading indicators and lagging indicators, to me, it's a lagging indicator. It is a sign that, like, there's something going on elsewhere in your business that's not in tune. That's not where it's supposed to be. And it is leading now to your employees not performing how they should be. It's not a root problem. It is a result of the root problem. And so, like, even in so I'm a FDNP, functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. We talk a lot about how things like the symptoms you experience, right? The fact that you're tired all the time is not a root problem. That's not the problem. That's a result of the problem, which is maybe some gut dysbiosis or something going on.
Yeah. Might be one of those things.
Right. Something going on inside the body that is resulting in this chronic fatigue, right? As an example. So I think, like, employees not performing how they should is a result of something else going on, which is why we're taking the steps of, like, revamping our mission statement, right? Creating a new onboarding process, a new revamped onboarding process, because we are now taking responsibility and saying, okay, the fact that these things are happening with our employees is just a sign that we have not been doing something as resulting to how we're bringing people on, or how we are holding people accountable, or how we are, onboarding folks, or, how we're showing up to these meetings. So we're really taking that responsibility on as the leaders of the business, saying, what do we need to do differently now? And I think that that's going to really change things up.
Oh yeah, I like that analogy, or kind of aligning it to medicine. And I feel like today we're trained to really treat the symptoms.
Right.
We're not trained to treat the root problem. If you look at, like, your business as a system, as a body, as a person, right? You're creating this identity and core ideology for a person. How the employees are reacting is a symptom of whatever the core problem is. Thank you for supporting the M4 show and our mission to increase the wealth of Black families.
If you received any value from this episode, any value at all, any, do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and Apple, Spotify, anything, all of them, all of them, wherever you're listening. Go ahead and like and subscribe.
And after you like and subscribe, make sure you send this episode to at least one family that you really want to see win. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.